Hi, this is Amy, and this is my week 3 discussion. And I'm talking about a resource that I chose that I would like to use with one of my focus students. And I selected the speech notes because it's very similar to text to speech. And I think it's a very resourceful and beneficial tool for a lot of students. I would like to incorporate this into my writing groups. I would first introduce them to the speech notes as a whole group, which is a very small number of children in my writing group. I think I have 6, and then a couple other ones I have 3 or 4. But I would introduce it, and I would sample or model how to use it and talk and let them see how it works. And I would cast my computer onto the TV so they could watch me using it, and then they could see on the big screen TV they can hear what I'm saying, but then they can watch the words type onto the screen. So I would do that as a whole, and then I would break them up into pairs. And at first I would just allow them to kind of talk into it and just get used to the mic and how fast they should talk or how slow. And then I would give them simple sentence strips, and these strips, they would have to talk, and then they'd have to go back and they'd have to decide, what the punctuation is needed or capitalization or spelling, just to make sure that what they're saying is actually coming across onto the computer correctly. And after they do that for a while and have some fun, then I would let them work on it independently. And here I would give them each a different sentence that they would practice saying into the computer. And then after, we practice going back and fixing punctuation and capitalization, they would practice doing that. And I think that this is such a beneficial tool in accommodation, because I have the focus students that I talk about throughout my courses. The one is very, very creative, and he has such great stories. However, when it's time to put the stories, take them from his brain or after he's talking about them, and to physically have him take a pencil and write it down, it's a whole new ballgame. And he struggles and he becomes frustrated because there's so much pressure. Am I writing on the lines? Am I using capitalization? Am I spelling these words correctly? Things like that. So I think if we can take that pressure off of his shoulders and just allow him to talk. And of course, we, again, like I said, we will go back and we still have to worry about our punctuation and capitalization and commas and such. But that is not what he has to really stress about. Let's get the ideas on paper, get that creative juice flowing and things like that. I really think speech notes and text to speech is such a wonderful resource, because sometimes we need to see if they can put a paragraph together, if they're able to use words from a word bank and make 5 sentences. And if they're so worried about the structure or, the punctuation at the end, we're never going to see what they really can do. And I think if they are using speech to text, the other stuff's going to fall into place, because they're going to become confident. They're going to be telling their stories, and they're going to be finishing assignments. And then they go back and fix what needs to be fixed. That's the easy part. So I really love the speech notes resource. And I think that this is something I do want to incorporate into all my writing. And I do have a writing on Thursday, and I think I'm going to see if I can get this downloaded. And again, we also use speech to text. So my goal for this week is to make sure that all the Chromebooks that the students will be using will have at least speech to text, if not the speech notes app. Again, I think my focus students will excel. I think they'll have fun, and it won't be like pulling teeth anymore. So thank you for listening. I hope you have a really good rest of your evening, day, week, and I will see you soon. Thanks, everyone.